In the past, breeding method was used to obtain plant with favorable characters, but it is not used now because it consumes money and lots of time, so the idea of genetic engineering are used now. This method is depending on making modification to the DNA of the plant by using combination DNA technology. So, by this method we can introduce new gene to the plant or to modify and change the existing gene in the DNA of the plant.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Corn.
Can I ask you a question, please?
Yes, of course.
How do you feel if your all benefit in life is to be eaten only by people?
I don't know, but I think it's a bad feeling.
That's my feeling because I am just a kind of food for people.
No, that's wrong. You are very useful in medicine, especially in genetics.
Really? How?
The corn can be genetic modified by addition of genetic materials that can be protected from 6 sides, treat diarrhea from E. coli, and this is occur in high quality.
And what also?
Modified corn can produce maize resistant to maize cheek virus that make maize cheek disease. This disease causes viral infections that lose all the crops. Corn can help in killing the leaf hopper, which is the vector responsible of transmission of the virus.
Great! I feel better now because I am finally knew my mission in the life.
Why are you sad?
People don't love me. They think that I harm them and cause dangerous diseases that may kill them, like cough, bronchitis, lung cancer, and mouth cancer. That's all because they use me in cigarettes.
Yeah, this is not wrong, but also not completely true. Just as you can end their life, you can also save them from death.
Really? But how?
Did you hear about norovirus?
Yeah, it's known as winter vomiting disease, which causes severe diarrhea and vomiting.
Exactly. Did you also know that if this disease was not treated, it may lead to death?
Oh my god. But what does this have to do with me?
With your help, we can save their lives.
And how's that?
Well, by injecting the virus to you, it will produce an outer shell protein that have the same small round shape of the norovirus. However, it's empty. It will stimulate the virus without causing any harm of the body.
This means that you will use me as a vaccine.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. By doing this, I will save time and I will have a good time scale, and also will have large amount of vaccine to save people's lives.
Lamis, wake up, please. I'm very tired. I feel that I will die.
What happened?
I don't know. I'm suffering from vomiting and diarrhea for a long time.
I have said before, don't eat a lot of junk food. Of course it was contaminated. Wait, I will give you something. Take this potato and eat it.
I'm not hungry. I said I am tired.
I know this potato. It is a modified potato.
What do you mean by modified potatoes?
I'm sure that the food you eat was contaminated by E. coli, which produce toxins that cause vomiting and diarrhea. E. coli itself, it's not harmful. The problem is in toxin.
Okay, but what is the aim of potatoes?
To solve the problem, we produce subunit B, which called LTB, that stimulates the immunity of the body against toxin of the virus. Subunit B is introduced into the potato. After that, plantation of the potato occurs till maturation and then harvested. After that, extraction of subunit is done and used against E. coli or norovirus.
And by this way, we will use a safe way in the treatment of E. coli poisoning.
Hey, doctor. I don't know what happened to my dog. Suddenly he lost consciousness. Oh, let me see. Unfortunately, it's dead. What? How? Did it eat or drink any contaminated thing from the ground that may cause toxicity? Oh no, in the morning I took it to walk and they didn't eat or drink anything except tomatoes. But they weren't contaminated. I also ate from them and nothing happened to me. Were these tomatoes normal or modified? What is the difference? because if it was modified tomatoes, it may be the cause of the death. I don't understand what you mean. In some diseases, we resort to use modified plants to treat the disease. For example, in case of fungal or viral pathogens, we use genetic engineering in the treatment. But how this can be done? APH3, which is a type of bacterial antibiotic, is added to a type of tomatoes called flavor savoir. Some studies show that no side effects are developed to humans, so FOA approved that genetic modified tomatoes are safe to use. Is there any difference between normal tomatoes and modified tomatoes? They do have the same components as minerals, vitamins, and proteins, but some animal studies show that in case of overdose of genetic modified tomatoes, it may cause death of certain animals, so the use must be with caution. This means that the tomatoes we ate were genetically modified, so nothing happened to me, but the dog is dead. Yeah, I think so.